Hey, hello. How are you doing? This is Jasmin from the establishment Hyro, and it is now Saturday, so it is weekend, and well, first of all, thank you for watching. I hope you had a good week and that you are now enjoying your weekend. I Last night I couldn't sleep. I was a bit tired, and then I was thinking there are so many things that I have to do and that I'm going to do, and and I was maybe a bit too tired to do any of them. But then I went out selling yesterday, and I made 2 sales, and then I went back home, and I ate, and I was a bit too tired to do much, but I've been reading a little bit about marketing, my books, to be exact. And after that, I couldn't sleep, so it was a bit. Well, a bit like surfing on the internet, looking for more places to self-publish my books. Then about like 4 o'clock in the morning, I had some coffee because it was already starting to become light, to become day, and after that I fell asleep anyway, and today I woke up like in the afternoon, which is not a complete disaster, but I needed to go to the toilet, and so I went, and then I thought, well, I can I had the first time I wake up, I had slept like 8 hours or so, and which is actually enough, but after going to the toilet, I thought to myself, well, another hour of sleep won't hurt, so I went back to bed, and then this weird thing happened that I slept another 4 or 5 hours, which was not how I planned it, but anyway, maybe I needed it, who knows. I feel more rested now. And then there was here's another thing I dislike, and that is doing things in the yard, like mowing the lawn, and when there are all those weeds growing between the flowers, and so to get that out, and then to with this shovel, or how do you call this thing, to turn the soil around. I don't know why exactly, but I just I don't like to do that. And even though I know that after I've done it, that I always feel better and more calm, because it's this like, it's a bit of a relaxing, healing thing to be working in nature, and that if I like mow the lawn, and we have like this old lawn mower that you have to push, and then I sweat a little bit, and it's like a bit of an exercise, and that after that I always feel better, but I still I don't like to do it, but I do it anyway, and also today, so that yeah, it's looking a bit better now. And while I was doing that, I was thinking about making some more videos, and about what they would be about, like the subjects to talk about. And the how do you call it, the image is now a bit better, it's a bit lighter, and because of a little silly thing that I forgot to do. So as you maybe remember, that in the previous videos I had like this lamp, but on the side, and now I have it in front of me, so that is why the image is a bit more lighter and better. Yeah, a kind of common sense, obvious thing that I forgot to do. But anyway, I have it now, and this video is a bit about writing, and for writers, for authors, I've like made an audiobook and a video book of my last title. The book that I wrote and that I self-published is still in Dutch. I haven't translated it, but the audiobook version of it and the video book is in English. And if you want to increase your book sales, then you can get it as an audio or a video book. But while I was making that, I kind of forgot to mention a thing. You may call this like it's maybe a strategy, I don't know. Well, a tactic is something that you do for like a short term, like I've sometimes done. It is like if you buy this set of greeting cards, then you get a second product for free. And that was sometimes this gift mug that we have. And also one time it was the first edition of my first book. So I had I had ordered with this company that was like just a printer. They print like also flyers and business cards and those kind of things. And when I had my first book finished, I ordered like 100 copies of it to like start small with it, and if they sell, then I can order more and work from that. And it looked like this. It was this is how it looks like, and someone has written something on it. But the title is how to build your own fortune with simple steps. And well, some may say that it looks more like a brochure than a book or whatever, but who cares? It is so valuable. It can change your life. So, and most brochures don't change your life, they just inform you to buy something. So but anyway, this is it. And I had like 100 of these, and then I went out selling, and I told the people that I was visiting, well, if you buy this set of greeting cards, you get a second product for free. And that was then this booklet, or if you buy this gift mug from us, then you get a second product for free. And then you also got this booklet. And of course I have like given away a couple of them, like to my mother, to my father, to my sister, to some of my cousins, because it was my first one and I was very excited about it. So maybe I've given away 10, 15, maybe 20, I don't know. And the rest of them I have sold with my work, with the door-to-door selling. So I've probably sold about 70 or 80 copies of them with this tactic that if they buy one product, they get the second one for free. And if you if you want to, like this month, or well, this month is almost over, for let's say for the next month in April, if you want to increase your sales, then you can use this tactic that you do for a month. For example, like I said, a tactic is something you do for a short period of time, because you cannot do it for the long term, because if you're like giving away every time a second product, it would only cost you more, and it will have an how do you say, it will lower your profits. But if you can like have this giveaway that you, or the second product that is your giveaway, if you can like order 500 or 1,000 of them for maybe $100 or something like that. And then you can use it to increase your sales for like a month or so. And you just do what I did. You say you go out selling and you present and you say, well, for a limited time we got this like in the Dutch they say actie, which would translate in promotion or something like that, I think. So you could say, well, for a limited time we have a promotion going, and if you buy this set of greeting cards or gift mug or vacuum cleaner or whatever it is that you sell, then you get this second thing for free. And then it is possible, like it happened for me, that more people will buy from you because they get something extra for free. So that's that's like a tactic for the short term, so you can increase your sales for the next month by using that, but you won't probably do that for the long term because it would cost you more, and that would affect your profits. So, and then we have like a strategy, and that is a strategy is something you use for the long term, like every month and every year, and then for the next 5-10 years or longer. But it's, yeah, you could probably call it a strategy, but it's just a like very little simple thing that you could do. If I do it more than 3 years, so it was like a like a habitual common thing that I always do, and that was also the reason I think that I forgot to mention it, because I do it every time I work, and for more than 3 years. But it is, I will tell you what it is, and it was in the beginning I started doing this because I didn't want to be like all the other companies and shops that were selling greeting cards. I always wanted to be different, and to like give a little bit more to the people, and so I thought about there were like two things. One of that is like very obvious. Let's say I I come to the door and I ring the bell, and you open, and I say, well, hello, my name is Jasmin from the establishment Hyro, and we are now working in your neighborhood today. We are making an effort to help the people in this in this community. And we do that by providing jobs and by donating to various local charities. And if you would like to help out this one time, you can buy this set of greeting cards, and in them you have 5 different designs, but they are all for birthdays, because the people that you know are having their birthday every year. So you will have use of them, because you know that the people that you know will have their birthday every year, and then you can send them. If they were for different occasions, it would be like a bit different. So if you would like have 5 different occasions, then, and one is for if someone is pregnant, and one is if someone gets a new job, and one is if someone gets a new house, and you would buy those 5, then you would have to like wait until someone does get a new home, or does get a new job, or gets pregnant. But with these for birthdays, you always know that you will have use of them every year. And you get 5 greeting cards and 5 envelopes, and this set is like $5, for example. And you say, well, sure, I'll do that, and then I give you the greeting cards, and you give me the $5, and I say, well, thank you very much. And then I then I say, on behalf of all of us, as a thank you, we would like to leave you a little present. And that is this. On it says cadeautje. Cadeautje means present. And in this gift envelope, you always find like 2 things. And the first one is, like I said, a bit obvious. It is this business card of mine. And then sometimes I elaborate a little bit, and I say, well, with the present there is there is also a greeting business card, so that you know who was at the door, and where the establishment is, the address. And on our website you can also find everything about it. And then I give them that too. And yeah, maybe I had not like shared before why I enjoy my work in selling so much. I maybe have one time said some things, I believe in one of my books, that because I'm like moving all the time, and I'm outside and having the fresh air, and I like that, and there's not like a boss who's breathing down my neck. It's this freedom, you know. And because I'm going to like do this until my retirement, and in those 34 years that I am going to work, well, probably after that I will continue like working, but maybe doing something else, like giving seminars or something. But for now, there is like so that those are some great things about working in sales, but and the money is of course also good, but there's this one thing that always makes me feel like real good, and it's after I made a presentation and someone bought, and I give them the product, I receive the money, and I give them this gift envelope, the cadeautje. And then as we are like saying goodbye, you see them standing there with the things in their hands, and then with this big smile on their face, you know. And then I like walk backwards and I'm smiling to them too, and I say, well, have a great evening, thanks again, and see you next time. And so that I enjoy like a lot. It makes me feel real good that they are enjoying what they have bought and that they are smiling. So I enjoy that also a lot. And plus, like say, like I can add to that we also do a bit more than just selling the greeting cards or the product, and that also makes it rewarding for me to do this work and to enjoy it a lot. It's like by now we have donated more than 600 euros to all kinds of charities, and I have like three people who are delivering our marketing, and they get paid. They get paid more than all the other deliverers in Holland. Mostly it is like some young people that do like that kind of thing, that kind of work. They do it on in the weekends or whatever. They get some folders or flyers, and then they deliver them in a couple of streets, and then they get paid for that. But I had decided like a while ago that well, that I want the people that come to work with us that they are treated well, you know. And one of those things is like well, paying them for their work, but paying them well. And it's also, I think, maybe a smart business decision, because it is cheaper to like recruit some people to work for you and then treat them really good so that they work for you for many years, instead of like having to recruit new people all the time, because most or part of the ones that you recruit that are always leaving you and so on. So it saves time in the long run. So it's like if one of our guys or girls that deliver the marketing, if they, let's say, deliver 100 folders or 100 flyers, that's about 3 streets, and then they get 10 euros. So that is better than what all the other deliverers earn. But I'm a bit like wandering off the thing, what I wanted to say. Yeah, the thing or the strategy for writers that has also helped a lot, I think, to sell my books was this thing that I do for years, and that is why I had forgotten to mention it. But it is when I make a sale, so someone buys a set of greeting cards or a gift mug or something, I give them this gift envelope, and in it is this business card, and then sometimes I elaborate a little bit and say within the gift envelope you also have a business card, so that you always know who was at the door, where the establishment is, the address, and also our website, and there you can find everything about it on the internet. I did this because it kind of, in the beginning, of course, no one knew me. Well, some people did in this city, but most of the people didn't. And there sometimes you hear like these stories that people are like going door to door and they're collecting money, and then they say that they like support things and then they only support themselves, and I don't know, and sometimes that they are like raising money for some kind of charitable work, and then they like sell something to the people, and then after that they move to somewhere else, and then you can't find anything about it, and so on. So to not like to do it better, and to have some reassurance to the people, I always even to the people that buy something, they always get a business card, and I also pass out a lot of business cards to the people that don't buy, so they may like buy next time, or they can buy something else at our website, because I cannot take the whole store with everything in my bag with me. And we are also like very we are how do you say that, we are very closely working together with this foundation, and maybe they don't need greeting cards or something, but they would like to make a donation, and on our website they can find everything about our foundation, Give It Life, and then they can make a donation or whatever. So to like to so that the people don't have to worry about anything, and that the whole street always knows who is walking there and who is selling to them. I pass out a lot of business cards, and in this well, and if you are in sales, I recommend that you do the same, and that they know who was at the door and where the address of your company or the organization is that you work for, and that they can go on the website, and that you make sure that the website is working properly, and that you might also want to have like a backup website. So if there is some kind of malfunction with the internet and the service and all that kind of things, that there is always a working website that people can go to. Okay, so I will move on with this strategy, if you will. So in the gift envelope that all the customers receive with the product, they get a business card, and they also get this, and this is on like really quality paper, this ivory paper. I have like two pages from my first book on it printed, and the first page is like this rule of when you receive your paycheck or your money, that the first thing that you should do is to like save 10% or 20% from it, so that you always have some money saved. And the second page was that you should save 10% or 20% from all the kinds of sources that you may receive money from. So if you're having a birthday and you get like $50 from your father or your mother, then you save 10% from that. And if there if you are like getting an increase on your salary or your wage, then also save 10% from that. And this was in the beginning, it was just to like I might say over deliver, just to give a bit more than what is expected. And so I'm like doing this more than 3 years. It's just an part of our selling and our way of doing business. And because it is so habitual, and that's why I forgot to mention it. But when it like when it dawned upon me, when it got the thought that it was also, because at the bottom it says, well, if you for more information about this book and about Establishment Hierro, visit our new and improved website. And this strategy, if you will, it dawned upon me that it was also a bit of indirect marketing for my books, or maybe more of a direct promotion of my book. But it has helped to sell my books. So maybe someone would not necessarily need this like financial information, because if they are saving all their life and earning well and have bought a home or whatever, and they have that like going like it is supposed to, they can start to think like, well, this guy is also like a writer, and I can search what he has written about, and then in the beginning I only had one book, but after a while there were more, and then they stumble upon my work, and so it's also a promotion of my books. And like I said, I had forgotten to mention it, but I believe that it has helped to sell more of my books, because we have now like maybe about 1,000 customers, so I made like about 1,000 sales in our city mainly, and also in this, some of them are in this like village or little town which is called Didam, which is not so far from here. And well, then it's 1,000 people who know that I'm a writer, and who can who have read a bit from my work, and who can search for more. And otherwise they wouldn't have known that. So I don't know if you can like do exactly the same that I do, but just you can find a way to also do something like this, I think. So that was also one of the things that has helped me to sell more books, and because I know that it works, if you also do something like this, it will also help you to sell more books. Okay, and so while I was doing working a bit in the yard that I don't like to do, I was thinking about making some more videos, and what they should be about, and then I've made a little list, and so one of them is like this this little strategy. You see, it's a strategy because it's something for the long term, because I'm doing it for more than 3 years now. And so one of the videos would be this this strategy for writers that I forgot to mention, and I also thought of like well, they're like the experts, you might say, or other writers, who are having like really big successes with their book sales. They recommend that you, as a writer, that you do some public speaking, that you give some talks. So, well, free or paid, but anyway, that would be a great opportunity to like share with a lot of people that you are a writer, that you have books written, and where they can find them. You can like pass out some free books as a business card, or pass out your business cards where they can go and find your books, or however you want to do that. So maybe in the future that I will also get some of these speaking opportunities, and I thought that that I have to practice a bit, and well, sure, I think I can tell you that too in this video as the camera is rolling, and I thought maybe I could make a separate video out of that, but why not do it now? Just keep on going. So I will like make more videos, and I will like prepare them a bit like this, like I now have done, so that I also share some valuable things with you that you can use to improve your sales, your business, your life. And while I'm doing that, I will also get some practice with this speaking, with this giving a talk. So and well, you might think you've already like made 20 videos or something, and in selling it is your work to talk, and you've also made some audiobooks that you maybe that you can like just do it to give a talk about something. But I think that I still need to practice that because and I've written that down. This was like many years ago. Maybe more than 10 years ago, when I was still in school. Well, that's absolutely more than 10 years ago, and we were the whole class was teamed up with so everyone got to do something with another classmate, and then we we had this teams of 2 people, and every one of them was going to like get to know more about the subject, and then to give like a speech or a presentation about that. And I was like teamed up with this girl, and we were going to give a speech about this subject, and she would speak a bit about it, and then after her I would speak a bit about it, and that in front of the class. And well, I like hadn't prepared anything for it, and she did, and she stood in front of the classroom, and she was like presenting it. And well, I was getting a bit nervous about it because I did not know what to say, and I felt my heart beating in my throat. And at the end of her speech, the teacher said, "Oh, Jasmin, now it's your turn." And I said, "Well, everything I wanted to say, she has already told you." So I kind of got out of that a little bit, but so I still remember that, and I think that if I get like this speaking opportunity, that I should prepare myself for it, to not have another experience like that. So with these videos, I will practice my speaking a little bit, and while I do that, I will share some good things with you. Okay, and I will put these videos on YouTube, on our channel, and you can watch them there. You can also subscribe for free to our channel, and then you will know when there is a new one coming out, I believe. So thank you for listening. I hope that this strategy will help you to promote and to sell more of your books. And until the next time. So bye bye.